What's up? This is Jonny Nagel, top 32, YCS Anaheim with Burning Abyss.
Yep, Burning Abyss.
With some tech, right?
Yeah, with some techie cards. Yep, definitely.
Sweet. So, what was your ranking or record in Swiss?
Excellent one. I finished 4th place after Swiss.
Nice. And what kind of decks did you play against all day?
Basically the generic top decks. I played, I believe, 2 or 3 Shaddolls, 2 or 3 Cliffords, and 3 or 4 Burning Abyss. So it was a little bit more Burning Abyss.
So and then I did play balanced.
Yeah, definitely. I did play a rogue deck. Early in the round.
Cool. So pretty much that deck just beats all 3. Do you feel like it has a bad?
I just feel like Burning Abyss is just the most consistent deck at keeping the board presence and giving you the most consistency at doing that. I mean, all 3 decks are arguably amazing and do very strong. I think just Burning Abyss, I don't feel like I have a disadvantage against either deck or the mirror match. So.
Okay, so let's go with the deck.
Cool, yeah. So I did 3 Rubik, of course, 3 Graph, and Graph is mostly more than MVP now. I think most players are realizing that. 3 Scran. Now this is unique. I used only 1 Lich, and I used double Sir. The triple tour guide, so that's the Burning Abyss engine right there.
Why no Calcab? Why no 3rd Sir?
Okay, so the 3rd. For a while, I was trying to change the deck, and some of the cards were very hard to minus, to take out, for monsters at least. I felt like Sir was one, just because most players always think you have 3, and we all hate just opening up the 1 Sir and not being able to do anything. Obviously, with the newer versions, with the more Burning Abyss, you should be able to just keep going. Okay. I felt though, I did tech a Dark Eruption, and so this kind of felt like basically another copy of all the Burning Abysses. So it was basically like another Sir. It was like another Lich. It was like another tour guide, just because everything is searchable, so you're gonna see everything. Very cool. So. Then I did main deck actually 2 Vanity's Fiend.
Nice.
Reason I main decked the Vanity's Fiend and didn't side deck the Vanity's Fiend is because I've been main decking them for quite some time, and I just felt like Vanity's Fiend is one of those cards that obviously whoever has it is in control of the game, and you have to kind of get around it to keep playing. So one of my favorite aspects of the Fiend is I main decked double Chalice, and Chalice is obviously a very strong card. I used Chalice back when people were trying Trap Stun to stop the Vanity's Emptiness, and I like that, and I use that, but I also use Chalice on my own Vanity's Fiend. So if I had a Vanity's Fiend out there, I can Chalice it, and then summon a tour guide, go off, and then the Fiend will go back into effect.
Very nice.
Or I can use the Chalice against Shaddolls to stop their flip effects. It's also good if a Leo's on board, so I do have an out for like Acid Golem. It's basically like it's like Breakthrough Skill, but I don't get to use it twice, but it has its other ups and downs. If people went to Window first turn, Shaddolls first turn, it's another out to just play right then and there. So I like that. I did like maining the Fiends for that main reason. But onto the monsters again. I used a Soldier, just 1 card win. I used 1 Dragon. I teched 1 Dragon because I did run 2 Mathematicians, and I've been against this card for a very long time in this deck. But and I know that now a lot of people aren't playing it. But I tried the 1 Dragon just to have more back row hate, and also just a good unexpected flip and blow the back row. It does play mind games. If it comes out early or they see it fast, like just summoning and blowing 1, they might not know exactly what deck I'm playing. That can throw them off a little bit. But it's just the aspect of having the 1. The main reason I like the Mathematician, and I gave it a try, was because I teched a Edge Imp Sabers.
That's from the new set. Yeah,
this is from the newest set. It was an MVP card. It really was. It has been, honestly. It really makes a huge difference on specific plays, and it's not plays that you're gonna go to a lot, but when it is there, it is gonna make a lot of a difference. Easy plays that I can just show with it. I mean, if you want to, you can easily just summon the Mathematician, send it right away. If you have like the Graphs or any of your Burning Abyss, you're gonna stack the monster, and then you're gonna bring it back, overlay for the Dante, and then you're gonna mill the monster you put on top. So it actually is just like Mathematician is technically a 1 card Dante.
It's amazing.
Now that's not such an optimal play. It always depends on hands. Another cool thing, for instance, if you had the Sabers engraved from milling it, or it's just in there from maybe Mathematician or whatever. If you had a Mathematician or a dead tour guide on board, a really cool play. Summon the tour guide, bring out the Edge Timbers, and there you go again. So now you're going to have double Dante because you're going to mill this one, and then you're going to bring it back to the Mathematician. So That's one of my favorite plays. Is if a math is on board or a tour guide's on board, and they feel like you're not going to be able to put Burning Abysses on the field, just because this one card now, you actually can double Dante or double XYZ.
Right, right. So they break through skill it or anything.
Exactly. That was exactly what happened. A lot of the times my opponent would actually break through skill my tour guide, and you can't keep going. But this card allows you to put the Dante back on board, and now you have a Burning Abyss monster. So now you can keep going. So this is honestly very strong for me, and I liked it a lot. Like I said, just because a lot of players just thought I couldn't keep going, and I was able to. So that's it for the monster lineup, and it is 22 monsters. That is what I ran. Now we can move on to the spells. So I did run that double chalice, like I was saying. Reason being, like I said, with the Vanity Scene is great. I get to shut it off and it comes back on, just like Trap Stun Emptiness. It also stops all flip effect monsters. I'll shut all monsters if I needed to. And of course, the damage step, it's good for surprising
tricks, right?
Yep. I use that one Dark Eruption, reasons being for what I said. I kind of like just being able to get a tour guide back from the grave or getting the missing piece. A lot of the times you're just trying to make sure that you have the different effect monsters that you can keep specialing. So this allows you to make sure that's that. Nice little one card tag. I used the Foolish, obviously, Book of Moon. I was actually doing 3 chalice. The reason I didn't like it is because of kind of inconsistent hands. Obviously, Book of Moon's kind of the same thing, but I do tricky plays with Book of Moon, like maybe summon tour guide, go to Dante first turn, but set Book against Shadal's, because then your opponent goes, they see that if they Shadal fusion you, chain. And now they have to fuse from the hand, and if they don't fuse from the hand, the card fizzles actually. I also like Book of Moon because for the mirror match, when they're doing their plays, you can flip the monster face down, interrupt, and have the field their Burning Abyss monsters destroyed. So I like Book of Moon right now.
Turns off, yeah, they're guys.
Yep.
Interruptions. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's mainly for that Burning Abyss mirror, honestly. I did run the an alert. With the newer version, with the more Burning Abyss monsters, it's exactly just trying to get your hand to where you want it to be. So like if you do you're not there at the beginning of the game, and you do have alert, like it can help you get to your other cards. Like self-explanatory, pretty much. Right. Just because you have enough darks now. I ran double space, not triple.
Space is good. Cliffords.
Definitely, Cliffords are a tier. A lot of people are running the triple space. I just felt comfortable with the 2. Mainly reason because the Fire Lakes, and I have a lot of hate for back rows and stuff like that. And so you do want this card, but you also you have other cards that do the similar. So and then I did run Soul Charge.
Did you like it?
Yeah, you know what? This is another techie one that I decided to use a little bit last second. I just feel like Quills get to do it every turn, so I got to at least have a chance to do it one turn. And so, and actually, if you're not playing against Quills, against the other decks, yeah, if you do get a Soul Charge off, I mean, it's Soul Charge. If my grave is full, like, it's going to be plus. If I bring out a Virgil, they destroy the Virgil, or they poly the Virgil, or get rid of it, then I can bring it back and just go again. So Soul Charge, yeah, just too good. So there's the spells.
How many spells is that?
I believe 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Okay.
9 spells, 22 monsters, 13 traps. So on the traps, we did 2 Karma Cut, 2 Phoenix Wind Blast.
Not 3. That's different.
Not 3, just because similar aspect. Like a lot of times, like you want to get these cards off, but you don't want too many of them. Like they're great answers, and you want to see them, but you don't want to just flood them and not go. Obviously, the discard outlay is great, and it gets your engine going. But instead of that, I dropped 1 and 1 for 2 Mind Crush. I went back to Mind Crush just because of Quilfords. Like I said, I tested a lot against them and was really anticipating them a lot more. I found Mind Crush is really good. There's obviously I think a lot of players are finding out that Fairy Wind is a problem. When you Fairy Wind your opponent, if they have the quick spell, that they're just going to reset their play and just do it again. So you have to have an answer after the Fairy Wind. So you either have to have another destruction spell or an interruption, and this card allows you to do that. Also, it's obviously just good like how it was against Burning Abyss to take out a tour guide, against Shadal's to take out a fusion, and once again, players kind of weren't ready. I didn't see it. I didn't see this card. I didn't get to play it as often, or I didn't see it that much. But when I did, it caught players off guard because they didn't think it was back in the meta.
One of my favorites.
Yes, definitely.
The information you get for seeing their hand is just big too.
Yes, definitely. Any information. If you know what your opponent has, then you should know what to do or what you can do. So
right.
I definitely do like that. The Mind Crush in it again. Of course, the new way to play 3 Fire Lakes. It's ridiculous. It's very strong. Obviously, you want to just open it up. Against Quilfers, a lot of times you just you got to play a little. If you don't, you can't play as aggressive, and you got to play slower and just keep on burning like them until they don't have their advantage, and you can win. So obviously, too good. I don't think I would drop it down to 2 or anything like that. My only advice or my say is that. A lot of players I see like milling like 1 card or not 3. I feel like if I don't have my Fire Lake in my hand, that I need to put it in grave then, because then if I have a Dante, then I can get to it. So it's all about this card. So more than likely, I usually mill 3 if I don't have the Fire Lake, or even just to put another one in grave, just to so that I can have access to it. But yeah, Fire Lake's pretty self-explanatory. I ran double emptiness, not triple. Just one of those things. Obviously, a lot of players are liking emptiness versus quill-offs and different decks, but still MVP, still shuts down the whole game. And then I ran double breakthrough.
Good cards.
Yep, and breakthrough, similar to Chalice. So I have my double Chalice and double breakthrough skill to stop the Shadal effects and stop Winda and keep going. But yeah, that's I think that is the rest. That's
definitely an awesome Burning Abyss deck. It's very different from what we've been seeing.
Cool, yeah.
And you did well, right? Top 4, right? I guess go through the side and extra real quick.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so with the side, we got it. So 3 Defusion. I really like Defusion. Obviously, it's just the one card answer to Shadal's.
Right.
I ran double Deep Dark Trap Hole actually. I was really using this card versus Quills. For when they tribute for the disc, you can get rid of the monsters, or when they pendulum summoning, it removes the monsters. So I do like this card. I actually did, and I was testing it here and there, and I kind of liked it depending on the player, and versus Shadal's, just so I can take out the construct or the window, because it does remove the monster. Also, Chaos Shadal's I see coming back a little bit harder, and this is the answer to the sorcerers, the soldier, the dad, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I like that card versus Quills though. Definitely like it good versus Quills. I sided double Fairy Wind.
Standard.
Not triple, and double Dust Tornado. And that actually is pretty funny. I made a mistake. This should not be a Dust Tornado. This should definitely be a Mystical Space Typhoon, because I only made 2.
Right.
Last minute just thinking and made a decision. So, so this should be MST, because I only made the 2. But like I said, the Fairy Wind I can see can be a problem, because if you blow up that equip spell, they're going to keep going. So the other card I did side was anti-spell. I know a lot of some players don't really like this right now. The reason I like it is because that's the combo then. So like, and they do intertwine. If this is up, then this can take this out. But if you can Fairy Wind your opponent and then anti-spell them, you should win the game.
Yeah, conflict. I played Mistake with that as well.
Yeah. A mistaken Fairy Wind?
Right.
Okay, cool. So then you Fairy Wind them?
Pop their equip, and then as soon as it activates in the grave, then you flip up Mistake.
Chain Mistake, yep.
Right.
And yep, same aspect basically right there. Then like, so that was kind of the Quills kind of matchup. And then also I sided in double Puppet Plant for the mirror. Not really for Shadal's, depending, but not really. Mostly for the mirror. And then Bottomless and Regeki. Bottomless versus Quills as well, and Regeki really versus Quills, but a lot of different decks as well. Like it's just nice having Regeki back in the game, and having the extra, the side deck just to get to and blow up a big field. Like I think I decided in versus Telenites, just to take out, or they had to bait out the counter trap or something like that. So
right, clear problem monsters, and also open for OCKs and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely. Because some of the times with the deck, and I realized that's why I liked Regeki, was like, you make a push, and then you really just need to make one more push. I know a lot of decks are like that. I know that's how Yugioh is, but this card allowed you to kind of just be secret about it. Like, you can make a push, and then secretly, like, your opponent feels like they have the game again, and Regeki can just win, even if they have advantage, and just get that quick damage in and win. So Yeah, that's basically my deck.
And just really quickly, just go through the extra deck. Just,
yeah, take a look at the extra real quick. Let's see here. So we got the 5 Dantes. I never did really need the second Virgil. I didn't really go to 2 that often, but there was times where I thought about it, and so I do think it's not, or could have been a play. So it's obviously they can't be at the same time, but when one's gone or not. But so it's that might be able to go back down to 1, but we'll see after future testing. I only did 2 downward. I needed to cut a card. Downward was not when I wanted to, but I needed to for the Leviar. I never dropped the Leviar. The only reason I put it in was for the Allure play or for a Soldier play. And basically just to push for damage, maybe like remove the Sabers or remove a Tour Guide just for like a lot of damage. But never really dropped him that much. Double downward, probably gonna go back to 3 though. It wasn't that I needed 3, it's just that I always like having the option.
You have the option, right.
Then we got the Birdie. Birdie's good to reset things, time. The gaining the 500 can't be targeted, obviously. I didn't drop him that much, but he's in there for plays.
Just options.
I did the 1 Alucard. I did
Alucard.
1 Zen mains. Reason I dropped the Alucard, 1 Alucard for Zen mains. So ramming, take out the Scow or back rows. Didn't use that as much though. Double Nightmare Shark. A card I'd like to use 3 of, but sometimes I don't need 3. 2 definitely though, because you want to swing and then another one can end the game. So
yep.
Very strong. Obviously the play with Acid Golem as well. You can make them take the 3,000. So I ran double Acid Golem. Reason I had to go up to 2 was for the testing against Quills. You know, if they get a monster over 3,000, it's very hard to get over. The Acid Golem is an answer, obviously with a Leech, but also a Chalice. So now it's an answer to Leo.
Swing a lot.
Yeah, it's answer to with Chalice to Leo, and then also with Chalice I can Chalice it, run over something, and just like a Leech, go to downward. So
awesome, man. Well, hey, any shout-outs real quick?
Shockmaster Games, but no, just it was a great event. 1,700 players. This is my 8th top. No wins, so still aiming for that.
You get there one time.
I hope so. But
I wish you well. All right,
thank you very much, and
thanks a lot, man.
Go Duelists.
All right.